Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today is a very special video. I'm not doing action figures or spaceships, but something else that I really enjoy, especially since I was at a younger age, trains. Now this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but my good friend Brent that I've known since middle school recently came into the acquisition of a couple of Matchbox old die-cast trains, and he figured he wants to share them with me to share with the world on his channel. So everybody in the comments below, say a big thank you to Brent, and if you got a keen eye, you'll definitely see his hands in here at some point. So today, I'm looking at the Matchbox number 47 Pannier Locomotive, released in 1979. As you can see, this is a very old box, and it looks great. Lots of nice little hand-drawn details, and the back of it looks sick, and we're going to take a closer look in just a few. Now for the size of this particular miniature, we're looking at about 3 inches or about 7.5 centimeters in length. So it's pretty nice. It matches up to some Hot Wheels and other Matchbox cars of the time, so that's really sick. So enough of me yapping. If you're new to my channel, what I like to do is go over the box, the mold, the paint, compare it to some other pieces, and then we'll be done. So let's get started. So here we have the box. We can see Matchbox, Superfast, that great artwork, and then we have our little blister, and in the back we can see number 47, a Pannier Locomotive. Now on the back of the box here, we have a very interesting piece of history. I had to scan it so we could all get a great image of it. And it's basically a special offer for Matchbox collectors. And if you zoom to the bottom right here, it says Matchbox Collectors Club, gives a P.O. Box, Woodridge, New Jersey, which that's my state. And then it says, I want to join the official Matchbox Collectors Club and get all my membership materials and the newsletter for 1 year. Enclosed is $2 to cover the membership dues. That's it, just $2. My god, that sounds awesome. And it says, due to higher postage rates, members outside the USA is $3. Still, what a steal, especially in today's money. But back then, things were a little different. But I urge you to pause the video and just look at this, read it over, because it's a piece of history, toy history. On my channel, yes, I reviewed some things from the 90s and whatnot, but never anything from the 70s. So this is great. Real gem. Thank you so much, Brent. And that's basically everything for the box, so let's crack this baby open. Alright, so let's crack this open. So now we're gonna let Brent open this. He's never been on camera before, like this anyway. So let's let him open this bad boy. A piece of history here. Nice. Alright, so taking this out of the package for the first time in over 30 some odd years, we can see that the paint on here is almost mint condition. There's some things due to age, but for the most part, beautifully done. The stickers are still on it. The mold is great, even for the plastic. This thing looks amazing. So let's have a closer look. So now let's take a look at the mold. Just like in all my videos, I will go over all the major sections, and then we'll get a nice close-up look to see the main details. So just look at this. The main body looks great. In the aft, we have our cabin, and then our coal bunker, and on the top, we have our safety valves, main dome, and smokestack, and it looks very good. In the front, we have our smoke box, and then we have our bumpers, and also our coupling. In the back, we also have bumpers and a coupling, and you can see the hook can come out and in and also turn around, which is awesome. Now we have our drive wheels, no drive rod, but what are you gonna do? But very nice. On the bottom, we have our copyright, Matchbox, and also made in England, which is awesome. So now, let's have a closer look. Now having a closer look, we can see this beautiful mold here with all the little pipes all the way around and small details and supports, all the little hatches, the coal is all detailed, great stuff. Now you might have noticed the GWR sticker. That stands for the Great Western Railway, which linked London to Western England, Southwest England, and also Wales. So pretty cool. Now these were used and produced in England from 1929 to 1971, and roughly used for freight and passenger task. And the mold here is simply amazing. I just love the fact that they have all the little details on the wheels, the pipes, the smoke box, everything's there. Sure, it's a little watered down here and there, but on the whole, it's very nicely done. And of course, we have our copyright crap, made in England. All in all, a beautiful looking piece and a great piece of history. And I'm not gonna lie, I love this steam engine shape quite a bit. So now, let's take a look at the paint. And now looking at that paint on the Matchbox number 47 Pannier Locomotive, this bad boy is awesome. It only has a couple different colors. We have black on the plastic base and wheels, and also green on the main body, which is die cast and very nicely done. I love the shine. Now for the stickers on the sides, we have mainly green, red, and gold, with a little white going around the rim there, and it looks great. I wish we had more black on the coal, but it is what it is. It's awesome. And if you're wondering at home, does it roll? The answer is yes. Choo-choo! And now for a quick size comparison with the Matchbox Pannier Locomotive released in 1979, I have it next to some current 2021 releases of some Hot Wheels Batmobiles. First, on the right hand side, we have the 1989 Batmobile, looking sharp, and then on the left hand side, we have the Batman's Batmobile. All in all, these are some pretty cool looking vehicles here, and I love the fact that we have vehicles released in 2021 and also one from 1979, and the sizes match pretty well. That's awesome. Now if you're interested in seeing reviews of any of the vehicles I showed today, check the links in the description below. And that's everything I have to say today about the Matchbox Pannier Locomotive, released in 1979. Brent, my good friend, this was a treat. I know some people may not like this video, but I got a kick out of filming this with you. I got a kick out of looking at it. It is in pristine condition and is a piece of toy history, especially die-cast history. This thing is sick. Now, what did we look at today? We talked about the mold. We looked at all the little intricate details for the time, the wheels, the main body. It had all the components that we would come to know and love from this type of steam engine, such as the coal hopper, our cabin, our smokestack, our wheels, and even the bumper guards and the couplers. Great attention right there, and great additions for playability. Moving on from there with the paint, some people may be saying it's lacking, only having 2 colors, but it's 1979, and I personally think this is great, especially with these stickers on the sides. Very nice in my opinion. And again, we saw that it can roll, and I just want to take a moment. Again, thank you, Brent. I think the best parts of this video for me was not only sharing this piece with everybody, but sharing some history about the actual locomotive, and then going into the packaging. We saw the front, but what I really loved and what I really wanted to share was the back of the box, where we had our Matchbox Collectors Club. Reading that and sharing it with all of you was really cool to me. I always loved like World War II propaganda and pamphlets, and seeing little commercials and comic books, which shows you a slice of what kids would see way back when. For example, reading, let's just say, an old Spider-Man, you turn the page and they're trying to sell you sea monkeys and x-ray glasses, and this reminded me of that quite a bit. It had that little art on it that's very simplistic, but it gets the job done. And it was like stepping through a time machine, and just having that in my hand and sharing it with all of you was so awesome to me anyway. And if you guys enjoyed that, please let me know in the comments below. Also, and before I go, just thank you so much, Brent. This was a great treat for everybody around the world to see this, in my opinion. And for those who don't know, yes, I've known Brent for a very long time. We're talking middle school. And the first time I had a conversation with this guy, we were in a computer lab in, I believe it was 8th grade, and he was looking up schematics of spaceships for Planet of the Apes and the Nostromo. And at that moment, we just clicked. We talked about different ships, and then it just went on from there, and we've been friends ever since. So it's great to have him be a part of this channel. He's always been very supportive, like most of my friends. You know, I gotta say, as a creator, it's such a great feeling to have all these friends that have been with me for years, helping me out here and there, like Officer Mike, Doug, Tyler, Brent, and of course the lovely D-Step, who helps me with my podcast. And I didn't mean to go on a rant. It's just, you know, respect where it's due. So that's everything I have to say about this awesome piece of steam locomotive history. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you would like to see new videos every week, subscribe. Again, to all of you out there, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my content. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody. Choo-choo!